Hello, children. This is the next video of the circles chapter, video 5. Okay. Now, yesterday in the yesterday's videos, I had taught you one theorem. I think that is tangents from an external point are equal. Tangents from an external point are equal, and also there were some 4 properties of it, so you should know all of them. Now we are going to do the example problems, page 100. Okay, now these problems can be done by 2-3 methods actually, and I'll just show you the method that is done in the textbook. Example 1, you see there is a figure there, concentric circles. Okay, please keep the book in front of you. So concentric circles means it is having only one center, same center it is having, and C1, C2 are the 2 circles. Now for this chord of the larger circle, so there is a chord for the larger circle chord is drawn and it touches the smaller circle, they have told. That's why it touches means it will be a tangent. So this APB, this AB is a chord for the bigger circle C1 and it is the same line tangent to the circle C2. So, okay. Now what are they asking us to prove here? Which touches the smaller circle is bisected at the point of contact. Is bisected at the point of contact. That means we have to prove here that AP is equal to BP. AP is equal to BP. Now this needs last year's knowledge also, what you have learnt in 9th standard. Okay. Now what happens is here we have to join OP because we have to join OP. Why? Because it is the radius through the point of contact. If it is there, then we can say by yesterday's knowledge that it is perpendicular to the chord AB. So perpendicular to the chord AB and it is perpendicular to the tangent also. So APB is the tangent to the smaller circle and it is perpendicular to the bigger chord AB. Now here very simple point actually, the OP is perpendicular to the chord, we know it actually. Because AB itself is the tangent for the smaller circle, same line is chord for the bigger circle. Therefore what happens, this OP will be the radius joint which is perpendicular to AB, perpendicular to the tangent, but it is perpendicular to the chord. Now in last year's portion what you have studied is the perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to any chord bisects the chord. You have learnt it. So that point they have just told there in your book and they say AP is equal to BP. That's all. So they just want you to know that AB will be the chord, it is the tangent to the smaller circle, and this OP is perpendicular because it is the radius. All whatever you have learnt yesterday and last year, you have studied that perpendicular will always bisect the chord. So that thing they have just used it. So they have just told that AP is equal to BP. Finished. So why it is so, you have understood, I think so. Now example, this was example 1. But of course the same problem can be explained in another way also. What you can do is you can join OA and OB. This is the other method I am showing you. First method is given in the textbook and I just explained the proof what they have given. And now we can do by this way also. OA and OB you have to join and then you should say angle OPB is equal to 90 degrees, angle OPA is equal to 90 degrees. So these two triangles, when you join OA and OB, these two will be right angle triangles, and in the right angle triangles OB and OA will be the hypotenuse there and they will be equal. Hypotenuse, they may be hypotenuse, okay, but they are radii of the bigger circle. They are radii of the big circle. So OA is equal to OB. OP is common there. So in triangle, I am talking about the two triangles here. This is the second method what I am telling. In triangle OAP and OBP, right angle triangles they are. So one angle is 90, we know that. Then therefore, and now you should say in these two triangles, OP is common, OA is equal to OB, you should say, because they are radii of the circle and they are hypotenuses also for the two triangles. Therefore, triangle OPA or APO is congruent to triangle OBP. If they are congruent, then you know, once you prove that it is congruent, you can take any other measurements equal only there. So AP is the side of triangle OAP, BP is corresponding side of the triangle OBP. Therefore, you have proved that AP is equal to BP. So you can do that in two ways. Okay. So I hope you have understood. Okay. Next is example 2. Now example 2, these all problems you have to do in your fair book, in your class workbook. Okay. Now what is the figure? The figure is given there. And see there, T is the external point and TP and TQ. So here it is TQ, and they have joined PQ and also they have joined PO. So this is the figure there. Now in this figure you have learned some properties there already. TP and TQ are the tangents. So I am explaining, and the thing is given to you in the textbook. You can write it by seeing the textbook. I am just explaining. So see what happens here in triangle TP. So what we are going to prove in this figure, that we should know. To prove that, we have to prove here that angle PTQ, this angle is equal to 2 times angle OPQ. Very important sum this is. Many times it has come in the exam. So angle PTQ is equal to 2 OPQ. 2 times of OPQ. We are going to prove it. Now, in order to prove, you should know many things here. See, one thing is, this problem also can be done in two ways. Two methods we can do. But I'll show you one method which has been done in textbook. See now. Now in triangle proof, in the figure what happens is, in the figure TP is equal to TQ. TP is equal to TQ because they are tangents from external point. You should know the reason also. Why they are equal? Because they are tangents from external point. Okay, external point T. Now, therefore, what happens? Triangle TPQ, in triangle TPQ, two sides are equal. We got it now. Triangle TPQ, two sides are equal. So, if two sides are equal, two angles also will be equal. It will be an isosceles triangle. Therefore, I will write here TPQ is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, why it is isosceles? Because TP is equal to TQ. Why TP is equal to TQ? Because they are tangents from external point. Now, since it is an isosceles triangle, now one more thing happens. Its base angles also will be equal, or the angles which is opposite to the equal sides, they will be equal. You have learnt in 8th and 9th, I think so. So I am going to write here angle TPQ is equal to angle TQP. These two angles will be equal there because it is isosceles triangle. Now what you should do is, in triangle PTQ, in triangle PTQ or TPQ, anything, we want about angle PTQ. We want something of it. Angle PTQ is taken as, instead of PTQ, they have just taken in the example, in the textbook, as theta. they have taken it, let PTQ be equal to theta, they have told. It's a symbol of the angle in trigonometry. So in triangle TPQ or PTQ, angle PTQ will be will be equal to angle TPQ will be equal to that is theta. It is given as theta. PTQ is equal to theta. In triangle PTQ, angle PTQ is equal to theta. Therefore, angle TPQ, which is equal to angle TQP, PQT, it will be equal to what 180 degrees minus theta divided by 2. Because each of these angles, they are equal to each other. First of all, we'll remove this theta. 180 minus theta will do. 180 minus theta divide by 2, if you do know, you will get the value of each of these angles. So we want TPQ. So that's why I have written here. TPQ is equal to 180 minus theta by 2. Why? Because these two angles are equal to each other. So now this will be equal to 180 by 2 minus theta by 2. Common denominator it is. So I will cancel and I will write here 90 minus theta by 2. This is about triangle TPQ. Now we want something of the angle OPQ, isn't it? So what we do is OPQ plus TPQ is equal to 90 degrees. We know that. So in the figure, angle OPT is equal to angle OPQ plus OPT is equal to 90. OPQ plus angle TPQ. So this is 90 degrees, we know. OPT is 90. 90 is equal to OPQ plus TPQ means I have got it here. So I will write 90 minus theta by 2. So 90 is equal to OPQ plus 90 minus theta by 2. What we got here, this. Now what has happened? 90 is coming on both the sides. I can cancel it. So what happens is minus theta by 2 is there. No, I'll bring it here. Theta by 2. I'll bring it to this side and OPQ will remain here. Now therefore, what is your theta? Theta angle is your PTQ. Therefore, I will write here angle PTQ is equal to, instead of theta, I will write PTQ. What about this 2? 2 I will take here. So 2 angle OPQ. So only by practice you will remember these problems and see we have proved what they wanted. This is the thing what we wanted. Angle PTQ is equal to 2 OPQ. We have got it. So this is the way to do. Okay. So this is one method of doing. I won't do 2-3 methods and all. The textbook method I have done. That's all. Some time or the other we may do in another method also. Can't say. Now next comes the example 3. So example 3 I have to do, I think so, in the next video only. So it is already, to explain these two sums, it has already taken 14 minutes time. So I am going to stop it.